Hey guys, welcome. This is a general reading for the collective of all zodiac signs for the full moon in Virgo. I'm going to start by pulling some oracle from Moonology messages, then I'll give you a little spiel about the astrology surrounding this lunation, and then we'll jump into a tarot reading. It is time stamped. Okay? So let's see what we get from Moonology messages. We're looking at where we've been, where we are, where we're headed. Ooh, beautiful. Oh, wow. Perfect. Look at this, guys. So where we've been, releasing blocks. I like this because that is the falling moon. It is an energy of sort of that last moment in where we get to that moment of something is in my way. And we've got to sort of put our attention on what that is. And that's why we get the focus card coming up as to where we are right now. So it's almost like in that last final minute, we catch ourselves, our block, the energy of it, and we focus in on it. And I'm going to explain to you why this is so important and where are we headed to a brand new beginning. So between now, this is a new moon. Between now and the new moon in Pisces, which I think comes on March 10th, we are getting rid of blocks. We're in that last final throw of got to get it out of my way and focus on whatever it is that's right in front of me. So I'm going to tell you where you're going to want to look for a clue about that. But what a powerful little message we received. And now I'm pulling up my notes so I can speak to this full moon. So there are some details. Here we go. As I said, it is going to be perfected on Saturday, February 24th at 7:30 p.m. That's Eastern time. It's like 4:30 in the afternoon on the West Coast, and maybe overnight and into the 25th, other points around the globe. Check your local listings. And it's happening at 5 degrees of the sign of Virgo. That's where the moon will be. The sun will be opposite at 5 degrees of Pisces. So just go to your natal chart, and what you're looking for is the house that 5 degrees of Virgo falls in. It doesn't matter if there are any planets there. That's not what I'm guiding you to look for. I'm just asking you to find 5 degrees. All the little pie pieces have 30 degrees, right? 0 to 29. So you want to find where 5 degrees is. It'll be at the very beginning of Virgo. And that's the house that tells you where you need to focus on releasing some blocks. Full moons are always about release. Okay, so here we go. Virgo happens to be the sign of service, precision, continual improvement. Hello, I'm a Virgo sun. I get that. It is symbolized by the sacred servant, also the Virgin. Emotionally speaking, the moon in Virgo can be a need to bring order to, chaos and confusion in our lives, making orderliness next to godliness. That is an architectural phrase as well. But full moons tend to heighten emotions, and in Virgo, it can feel especially satisfying to get our messiness in order. However, we want to avoid the stress of perfectionism, right? Because that can create additional unnecessary anxiety. So tuning into the higher side of the Virgo moon can help with taking actionable steps, right? You want to eat the elephant one bite at a time, not all at one sitting. And those actionable steps to complete any number of big tasks. I'm going to give you some examples. Whether it's a mountain of expenses to go through in preparation for your taxes, or untangling a complex emotional issue, or dynamic in a relationship where there's complexity and where there is a need for focus, right? Because guess what? Mercury is in Pisces right now, and he's not happy there. Mercury in Pisces is like a hot mess, can't think for shit. So I'm telling you that we're getting an assist here with the focus card, and the way to do it is to chunk out little actionable steps we can take. Can also be about taking the first steps toward improving our health, because Virgo is all about mind, body, soul alignment and health. Optimizing our health. So Small actions done with thoughtfulness and consistency is the Virgo way. It is not about taking giant leaps at a time. It's about one foot in front of the other, little baby steps, and just being consistent. So that's my advice for wherever 5 degrees of Virgo lands in your chart. The Pisces sun across the way is flanked, right, on either side of him. We've got Mercury on one side, Saturn on the other, and there's a potential there for mental confusion, as I said, because Mercury is not happy in Pisces, maybe some overwhelm of emotions even, and then Saturn on the other side is the pressure to get a job done. Right? The great teacher and the Lord of Karma and the taskmaster is right there in the heart of the sun with Mercury. They're both going to form a conjunction, a double conjunction with the sun, and that's called a double kazemi. Kazemi is a Sanskrit word which means in the heart of. So it'll look to us here on Earth as if the sun is swallowing up Saturn and Mercury. I know, it's so beautiful. I love the way that, we conceptualize these planets coming into alignment with the sun. And that's going to happen on February 28th, so a few days after the full moon. And that can signify that there may be significant endings, a focus on serious issues and situations and circumstances that require our maturity, right? While our mind is going, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, that's Mercury there. Saturn's like, get a grip, be mature, be responsible, and focus on the issue. So that's why I'm really amazed to see our focus card. And then on the more pleasurable side, thank gosh there's some, we've got Venus in Aquarius will be squaring Jupiter, and what's interesting about that is a square is normally really rough geometry, but these are pleasure planets. Okay, so that being said, they want to give us opportunities for escape, right? A little indulgence, especially when it comes to groups or unusual social situations or adventures, right? That's Aquarian. With Venus in Aquarius there. So it can be tricky to find a balance between the temptations of fun and pleasure versus the looming duties of Saturn. But these are just some of the choices we'll need to make over the coming days. So at least we're going to get a little bit of a breather. But then we should get back to the task at hand so we can prepare for the new beginnings coming with the new moon in Pisces on March 10th. So that is all I've got for you from the Oracle and from our review of the Virgo full moon. Let's jump into some tarot, shall we? We are looking at our connections, so that's really important to know. This is a relationship or a love tarot reading. Let's see what we're dealing with. Overall energy is the Chariot, moving forward, making progress, and the blocker challenge here is the Knight of Cups. So we want someone to come toward us, or we're anticipating making some progress in matters of the heart, or someone that we're hoping will be a little emotionally vulnerable with us, okay? Make an offer of love. Yes, there it is. King of Pentacles in our unconscious awareness, a masculine archetype of a life partner, someone who shows up for us in 3D. That's so interesting. In the past, Seven of Wands. I think you've been standing your ground on something here, or taking a stand for what you desire and deserve. Two of Wands in your conscious awareness. This is for all of us. It's for the collective. The Two of Wands is where we're really kind of looking at a world of possibilities and determining what we want and what path is going to get us there. And then what do we need to set in motion so that it can arrive. The next card would therefore be the Three of Wands, which is ships coming in and something manifesting. Ooh, Four of Pentacles going forward. That suggests maybe some boundaries or a little guardedness, a little self-protectiveness. The Seven of Wands in the past and the Four of Wands in the future are both cards of self-protection, which is interesting. And so I want to challenge you to consider that there could be a block here for you around that stems from this not impulsive, what's the word I'm looking for? Almost unconscious need to self-protect. And then we have the Queen of Swords, the Six of Pentacles, and the Lover's card. Yes. So Spirit's saying, basically, keep your wits about you. Be really level-headed about this. Look at it diplomatically. Six of Pentacles, hidden energy, is about reciprocity. That generosity that you want in return from this person. And then here we go. There is the Lover's card and the potential outcome, which talks about reunions. Sometimes just making that choice, choosing each other, choosing the connection. So that is really beautiful. Let's jump in with some clarifiers for the Chariot and the Knight of Cups. This deck is very slippery, and sometimes it's hard for me to shuffle, so bear with me. Yeah, Knight of Swords, Eight of Wands, so definitely some clearing of the air to take place. Nine of Pentacles is Virgo energy. How perfect is that? Knight of Cups is actually Pisces. So I love that we have the Sun and the Moon showing up here as I do this reading. So yeah, if we want to make progress, I kind of feel like we sort of have to come at it from a position of confidence, independence, autonomy, almost like speaking about it. That's why I like seeing the Queen of Swords here in almost a detached sort of way. It's almost like I'm seeing the question is, well, where are we going here? Is, are we moving forward? Is, are we on the same page about this situation? How are you feeling about it? Am I misunderstanding where we stand? But not doing so in a very emotional way, doing so in a more in a way that sort of is more about curiosity and clarity seeking. She's a truth seeker and a truth teller, our Queen of Swords. Okay, so let's look at the King of Pentacles here in our unconscious awareness. What's this about? Ten of Wands, Magician, Three of Swords. This has been weighing on you pretty heavily here with the Ten of Wands. Definitely feeling a need to unburden yourself, and that's why I like the Magician as Mercury. And so that might be something you want to focus on, since this is coming through in unconscious awareness, which means it's sort of below the surface and residing in the psyche. Is how can I get this off my shoulders? It's just really challenging, very difficult. I don't know where I stand. I'm starting to feel very hurt by this. Three of Swords buried deep beneath. So what that's telling me is you're not living with the heartache right here, but it's sort of gnawing away at you, eating away at you little bit by bit, which is why getting this clarity and clearing the air and being sure you understand and are being understood is so important. Because it's progress that you want. It's a victory that you're looking for with the Chariot there. And because, the Knight of Cups, the most romantic card in the deck, comes in as the blocker challenge, there's a disconnect on some level. So let's look at the Seven of Wands in the past. Chariot again. Ace of Wands, Two of Wands. Wow. So we've been here before, guys. We've been here before. There's the Chariot, which is our present energy, how we're opening the reading. There's the Two of Wands, which is our conscious awareness now, but it was in unconscious awareness a while back. And there's the Ace of Wands. I thought for a minute it was Cups. No. Ace of Wands is about, let's get it in gear, right? But then when I see the Seven of Wands, I'm feeling some resistance. I'm feeling some potential defensiveness, resistance. And it may not be your energy. It may be coming from this Knight of Cups. right? Because that's coming through as the blocker challenge. And I'm not seeing the Seven of Wands as much anymore as self-protection as it is resistance, keeping you at arm's length. So there's been no progress. That's why it's a challenge now. Okay, I get it. Two of Wands. Ace of Swords, another ace, 10 of Cups, 8 of Cups, right? What's the path? Are we going to have this happily ever after, or should I just move on? Seeking the clarity around that Ace of Swords, the insight, the gift from spirit of knowledge, of insight, of clarity about the potential for this connection. Are we good or do I go? That's the option. Two of Wands. It's decision-making time. And then the Four of Pentacles going forward. Hermit. Seven of Swords. Queen of Wands. Well, if this person sort of is coming, Hermit is Virgo, by the way. If this person is kind of coming in as a little bit avoidant, and you may question their intentions, it can kind of take you off the grid. It can really tank your confidence here. I am seeing this Four of Pentacles as the self-protection, as the guardedness, because if somebody is, Seven of Swords doesn't necessarily mean there's something shady, but if it leaves you to question intentions because somebody's being avoidant, right, then what happens? We tend to retreat into ourselves. And with that Queen of Wands underneath the deck, it just feels like, a loss of a sense of personal power in the situation. So we're going to get a message from Spirit, Queen of Swords here. Three of Cups, Six of Cups, Tower underneath. Right, you're looking at this, you're looking to see if this is sustainable in any way, shape, or form, right? Are we going to have a reunion? Is there, something really beautiful here for us as past life soulmates, or just the warmth, the connection, the feeling like I feel at home with you? So you're coming in with questions, sure, but more like almost an outside observer, looking with neutral eyes at the situation to determine what's the likelihood that this is going to come out with something really positive and emotionally fulfilling and enjoyable, and where there's a sense of unity, or is this just unsustainable? That's the question. So the Tower underneath is just sort of the unconscious awareness that something might not be sustainable. So let's see the Six of Pentacles in the hidden energies. There's our Knight of Cups, Emperor, Seven of Cups. There's our emotional confusion, Mercury in Pisces. Okay. I feel like this person is processing something right now. They may not be consciously aware of it. I am feeling this. I am feeling that what is in the blocker challenge position is as much a block for them as it is for you. And as we have the falling moon, we're releasing those blocks. And I do feel like this person is just really kind of unsure of all their options, and is sort of working through that emotionally, even if they're not consciously aware of it. But there is some kind of an interest in something more reciprocal, being more generous. And then in the outcome position, the Lover's card is a card of choice. So let's see what's being chosen here after all of this. Beautiful. So, Pisces in the High Priestess. You're going to have to trust your intuition on this, guys. It may take time. Seven of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles. But I'm seeing here the choice is whether you're going to, sort of be on the same page, be equally invested in this connection. The Three of Pentacles is an investment. It's basically saying, I'm on board. I'm going to be cooperative and co-creative in this beautiful connection with you. But I am feeling that it's taking time and it's going to have to happen and unfold more organically. This isn't something that's going to happen quickly. It's going to take shape on its own, and you're going to have to trust your intuition around it. And I do feel like, because what I'm seeing for this person in their hidden energy is that they're processing something. And it does have to do with them being more generous with their time, effort, energy, resources, spirit, and love. We're coming from this Knight of Cups, but we've got to let the Emperor sort of process what needs to be processed on an emotional level, and that's going to take some time. But I do see that the choice being made is going to be received well. Like, you make the choice, they make the choice. You move things forward a step, they move things forward a step. That reciprocity of the Six of Pentacles and the cooperative, co-creative energy of the Three of Pentacles is what is going to be dominant going forward. And that's good, grounded energy. Okay, Pentacles. It's the Virgo moon. Okay, so what I'm going to do is tell you the astrology that showed up here. There is a link in the description box below if you want to go forward with me to the extended. Please understand, the extended, I do go all around the zodiac, but I'm really only giving each sign about 3 to 5 minutes each. So it's not a full 20-minute reading per sign. Okay, somebody asked me that question. That would be a 4-hour reading, which isn't going to happen. So there's smaller bites per sign, and then grouped by element, and it's very interesting, and it's good for your sun, moon, rising, Venus, and that of your divine counterpart. So you have up to 8 potential messages you could get. All right, here we go. Chariot is Cancerian energy. The Knight of Cups comes out twice. That's Pisces. We have the Knight of Swords is Gemini. We have the Nine of Pentacles is Virgo. King of Pentacles is Taurus. And remember, I said that Jupiter is in Taurus, making a nice geometric angle to Venus in Aquarius. So we've got the Taurus aspect here. We've got the Magician is Mercury, rules Virgo and Gemini. We have the Chariot's out a second time. We've got... What else do we have here, guys? The Hermit is more Virgo. Queen of Wands is Aries. Queen of Swords is Libra, nice and balanced. Tower is Mars, which, by the way, is conjunct Venus right now. Mars and Venus are together, holding hands in the sign of Aquarius. That rules Aries. We have the Knight of Cups, as I said, is out twice. We have the Emperor is Aries. I forgot the Queen of Wands is Aries. Lovers here is more Gemini. And we close out with Pisces. That's where the sun is, in the High Priestess. So that's what I have for you guys. I'm jumping to the extended. The link is below. It's not time-stamped, but I go by element. So it'll be fire signs, earth signs, air signs, water signs. You can kind of figure out, I'll give you the rundown in the intro, and then you can skip ahead to the signs you want to watch, okay? Full moon blessings to all of you. Thanks for joining me. Bye for now.